Hello, everyone. You might be wondering why this is turned around, and that's simple. I decided that I'm going to do a video facing the other way this time. That way I can actually show you guys some things I'm talking about and all that. And you also do have the camera flipped for this view. I don't know how whack this looks like. I usually don't review these. What is that? Is that socks? There's some socks here. You know what? You know, it looks like an empty bagging. There's a Pepsi can down there. I'm assuming someone had a crazy thing. If you look around, it is the foggiest it's been since I started walking. Shit is like Silent Hill. Now, you're still going? Yeah. Now, freaking. Oh man. There's a game out there. Well, I should probably first say I'm probably gonna end the walk soon. Let me turn around. This is I didn't do it. Hold on. Today, July 13th, 7:36 a.m. 2026. Forgot to do that, my bad. I want to start saying the year now because obviously I'm going to be doing this for more than a year, I hope. I'm going to turn around now. Freaking. I am, I don't know if I ate something bad or if I'm hungry. I know the thing that sucks is it feels like I need to potentially shit. I admit that. Because I'm having stomach issues again, and I know why. I fried some potatoes yesterday in some day-old oil that was not stored in a container. That's basically an open airing it. I'm assuming that's why I'm having stomach issues right now again. I'll have to either make this up on Friday, which is unlikely because we're having the heat dome part 2. Ooh. Fucking bullshit. So I'll probably have to make it up next Monday. I don't know how. Or this Friday, which I probably won't because of how hot it should be. But yeah, I'm not doing it prematurely again due to stomach issues. I don't think it's because anything my family cooked. Since my mama does work in a fast food restaurant and all that, I don't think she would have gave us food poisoning because I don't think anyone else has it. If they do, you'll know on the next one. My right foot also hurts a little bit. I actually don't know why. But as I was saying now, there is, possibly forever will be, a game known by 3 initials, C-O-N, also known as CON, which is short for Conflict of Nations. Now, I love Conflict of Nations. There's an alliance as a part of when I actually first did my first Conflict of Nations videos, which I believe was on maybe a different account. I forgot if it was this one. I know it started on my previous account on YouTube, which that got deleted because it's a school account and they shut it down, sadly. But for this one, I done Conflict of Nations. I was brought in by a man named Victor, Vietnamese guy, great leader, and all that. The fog is just getting thicker and fucking thicker. Look at this. We can't see down the wall there, and you cannot see down the wall there. God damn, the thickness just it increased so hard. Pause. I'm not. There's porta potties here. I thought about using one, but there's people mowing today, and I don't want to be in one when they come by. And even then, I don't know if there's toilet paper in there. And even then, I don't want to be a fucking sweating mess. And I'm by the park, and it does have a restroom and all that. So I do all those horror things you see, you know? Like reminds you of was it Silent Hill? Yes. No. What was it? I think it might have been Silent Hill. I forgot. I haven't really played that game, but I think it's one where you have like a town covered in a blanket fog, as you can see here, and all that. Yeah, some of you guys should let me know if you prefer seeing my face or if you prefer seeing not my face and all of that. Some shoes, here's me. Shorts I wear every day. But yeah. There's a porta potty down there. Let's go back to it. Conflict donations. There's an alliance called Pop Army. There's one of the top 100 alliances. I even got to play some alliance games. Well, sadly, the leader, Victor, he stepped away from the role. Another guy called Alan came in and took over after a vote led by previous leader. And this is where Pop Army started to decline, in my opinion, and all that. Because of the way he acted and all that. And eventually, unfortunately, he took his own life and all that. I don't know circumstances and all that, but all I know is that he's not here anymore. The second leader we ever had. At that point, I'd stepped away from Conflict of Nations and, by extent, Pop Army. So naturally, And then the third person came in, I believe. I don't know if next person to talk about, could be not this one, but it was a guy called Rehan. I remember him from my time when I first started. When I was in Pop Army. He was a moderator. He seemed chill and all that. And then recently, he had this very childish mentality of if the Pop Army server, Pop Army itself is going down, I'm going down with it. So, the previous admin team, which is comprised of people called Ari, Moo, I was still on it, but not really, and Victor. They, to my knowledge, in an executive decision, Discord handed over the reins to Ari. And Rehan was pissed about that. Basically, if I'm here, if I'm not the leader, then it needs to go down. So he then went to Moo, who was aware of the situation, and he gave Rehan, I'm not going to say his name, I don't really care. He had nuked the server once he got admin privileges again. Now for Moo, he thought, Ari, removed the perms, so you couldn't really do that stuff, but once Rehan got it, he nuked the server. Now, Pop Army has been facing a decline since Victor left leadership, and we could see that, because the leaders that followed were really low quality. It's kind of like Rome, with their emperors when they were an empire. Their leaders were, you had some good ones, but mostly bad ones to normal. I'd say Alan wasn't a bad leader, but he wasn't a good one. He was kind of decent, which is why the decline happened, because you go from great to normal, you know. Then after Rion took over, I'm assuming it just nosedived, because I've been really following Pop Army since Alan died as the second leader. And then if I went to check in on things, yeah, I try to make the argument that because of the way Rehan is acting since Ari got leadership of the main Pop Army server, again through Discord staff and all that, I said, I saw what Rehan was saying, and he's saying some crap like, I'm the leader and all that built. He didn't build shit. All he did was inherit from his successors. Is that what it is? Or successors the people that come before? I don't know. But he inherited it from everyone, and he never grew it. So I don't know why he's acting like he did much with it, because I checked the Alliance servers, the training server called MPA, that was practically dead. We had a general Pop Army Alliance server. That one was not Alliance competitive. Competitive being that there was Conflict of Nations has normal and ranked stuff and all that. It's a grand strategy tactical game like Hearts of Iron 4, for example, but it's more longer and all that. It takes multiple days and stuff. So, yeah, he ended up in all his glory trying to kill Pop Army. NPA, I think it's called New Pop Army, and it's because it's for new people to the competitive scene. It's meant to be a training server for usually to get you into Alliance games, which are the ranked ones, or into casual and stuff. Either way, it's meant for people who are new and we're looking into Alliance games. Then you had, I think, yeah, it's called PA1, Pop Army 1. Pop Army 1 was on the complete other end, while NPA was the training for people new to the game. PA1 was for all the elite players of the game and all that. I had the privilege of almost actually being in a PA1 match against, as an assistant to a top clan. One of the, I think it was top 5 in the game. Pop Army overall, MPA was like somewhere in the thousands, I believe, so it's pretty low ranking. The general PA Alliance one for average players who knew what they were doing, but they weren't elites at it, they were somewhere in the hundreds, I believe. Like low thousands or high hundreds, I believe. So triple digits, 4 digits. And then PA 1 Elite was like top 100, I believe. And my leader said that one of the leaders of the top 3 clans asked us, Pop Army, for a, and it was a little side thing, but I'm still salty about this to this day. The leader of another faction, Top 1, asked, can you send people over to help us with an Alliance game because we don't have enough members? He said, yeah. I was selected. This dude asked for players. He didn't specify who. He just said he needed people to help fill a game. And he got fucking nitpicky, saying he didn't want me because it would have been like my 4th Alliance game. So he wanted Pop Army. He was asking for anyone to come help him through the leader, just for our leader to handpick people to go help him. And then he got nitpicky about who the leader selected. At that point, dude, literally just ask, can I see your elite members of your elite branch? And then get invited there so you can look at who's there and ask them to join. Like, why are you going to ask for help to send people over if you're then going to nitpick about who said when you're trusting the leader to do it of the other faction? I felt smitten about that, so I understand why I did it. I don't blame him for doing it, but I'm still annoyed by it because he worded it in such a way that he wouldn't care about who's picked. And then he ended up basically vetoing the shit out of it. I don't forget that. But back to it though. Hurryhan. PA, the main server, got nuked. There's a lot of branches to Pop Army. I know there's some failed branches as well, such as there's going to be a Pop Army esports branch, which is just for any general game and all that had an esports scene, so you can play players and all that. and those kinds of games, there was a Pop Army Roblox server. And funnily enough, that didn't take off, but the leader of that server, Pop Army at the time, was Victor. And what ended up happening was that when he left, he actually went straight to making a Roblox clan. So while the Pop Army version of it died, Pop Army Roblox, he actually did successfully make a military-based alliance clan in Roblox. So he actually made a second one right after he left Pop Army. I don't know why he left to this day. I should probably ask him. I believe he was getting tired of the game because at that point he'd been playing for years and all that. But he was such a good leader, honestly. Like, he was like one of the best alliance leaders I've ever seen in a game. He kept everyone together, even through drama and all that. He made sure the faction never shattered. Like, literally, within weeks of him leaving, Pop Army was fucked. That's fine. This one all lasted. I'm glad that I got to be a part of Pop Army and all that. I really am. Made some friends. Made some long-time friends. And I made some short-term friends and all that. In fact, the person I'm actually doing D&D with, I met through Pop Army. Which I don't know if that guy is still watching these videos. I'm assuming he is, because I know he's interested in me. Pause. I joined Pop Army, I believe, in late 2019. I believe. I was making Conflict of Nations videos and all that. And Victor, sorry about that, some trash. Victor saw me making videos. So, he decided to invite me to Pop Army. And through there, I didn't really do much. I mean, Victor was chill though. Chill as fuck. Eventually, though, I kind of stepped up. I did a few Alliance games and all that. And through Pop Army, I discovered Iron Order and Supremacy. And another one that I said earlier, but I know Dorito, I forgot the name of the company. They closed down that one that I actually liked. You know, I had one game in it. I don't even think the footage is on this YouTube account. If it is, it's like one of the first videos and all that. But I love the clan faction. Now, I did my way from Conflict of Nations for two reasons. One, Victor left. I mean, that's the honest reason. Victor left, Pop Army resigned. There's no reason for me to stay. And two, I liked Iron Order a lot. I loved Iron Order even. I think Iron Order is a very fun game for me. It's called Iron Order 1919. It's like Hearts of Iron 4. Except it's like an alternative, I think it's World War I. I believe. Conflict of Nations is modern day. No, Supremacy is World War I. No, it's Iron Order 1914. That's World War I. I believe the other one, which is Call of War, which I don't really like, is World War II and all that. Iron Order takes place in an alternative universe for mechs and all these tanks, but I'm branching out to Iron Order. Well, yeah. In Pop Army, though, I'd say I was a prominent figure in it from 2020 to 2022. Since I was one of the only content creators at the time in the faction, I played in various Alliance games. I played under the PAG. There's something called PAG. Oh man, there's like so many branches we had for Alliance games. You had Pop Army Gemini. You had Pop Army 1. You had NPA, which is New Pop Army. PAG, PAG, Pop Army Gemini. That was another elite branch. To my knowledge, Pop Army Gemini were kind of like the mercenary branch, if you will. Because it seemed like they were half the time fighting their own alliance matches and half the time they're helping other factions with theirs. So it's kind of the branch you went to if you don't want to fight for Pop Army all the time. PA1 as an elite. But it's also kind of like the bridging one too, because Pop Army Gemini fought Pop Army 1 several times, and I believe Pop Army 1 won more times than they did not and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I did think about making a dedicated video to Pop Army and all that once I heard the news last night and saw it. Yeah, server nuked. But I decided not to. Decided not to. There's a few other branches. I think there's something called Pop Army Cupcake. I think that's just kind of a joke branch, though. There was also a Parliament, PA Parliament, which was just for the moderators to discuss things as well. I think that's all the branches I can remember. There's a lot more, though, and all that. But as I said, like, NPA died out. From what I could tell, the Pop Army Gemini also died out. So did the General Alliance branch. Those three all died out once Victor basically left. Well, they had some kick in them. They fully died after Alan died, though. Then you had PA1, which I'm assuming they moved on to other factions and stuff. Look across this road here. It was truly one of the saddest things to see happen, though. So I'm a little bit sad about what happened to Pop Army. I might talk about more in the next talk, but there's another topic. I only got like 8 minutes left. Well, 9, but I like this to be around just a 30-minute, maybe not 31-minute. The Xbox Summer Sale. Now, going off of a Clanker, aka AI's description, and a few sites that I looked at directly, there's 3 dates the summer sale starting. Since today is, I believe, the 14th. It's the 13th. My bad. The summer sale is going to start on the 15th, 16th, or 23rd. That'd be tomorrow for when you guys see this video. So Wednesday, Thursday, or next Thursday. But all the more recent sources say that it's going to be probably this Wednesday it'll start. And I'm hoping that when the summer sale begins and all that, that let me get quiet here for a minute. There was a homeless guy up here. There was a homeless guy up here on the stairs on this church. I'd rather get across the street because I don't know if he's still here or not. He was asleep. I don't know. Still up there. Saying though, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear me with this kind of traffic. We'll see though. I hit that shit real loud. The Xbox Summer Sale is soon, and I do have enough Microsoft points to get enough money to get one of 2 games I want, which would be Crusaders King 3 or Mountain Blade Bannerlord. I don't know. Like, I really want both of them for different reasons. But I don't know which one's going to go on deal first. If right now there's two ways of doing it. One, I want Crusader Kings 3 a little bit more than Mount and Blade Bannerlord. Mostly because I already have a kind of a medieval fighting game. Total War Rome 2. I want Crusader Kings 3 because I'd love to do more diplomatic shit. And all that was some side focus on combat and stuff, combat being the main focus. But, oh boy. Yeah, it's so humid. I'm starting to sweat now. And it actually feels hot. A little bit warm. It doesn't feel hot. But with a summer sale, if Xbox has one, I hope Crusader Kings 3 or Bannerlord's on deal. Like I said, Crusader Kings 3, if they're both on deal, I mean Crusader Kings 3. If... And it's Mount and Blade Bannerlord 2, isn't it? Yeah, the second one, not the first one. I think on console we got Warband as well. I'm not gonna go for that. But they're both on deal, I mean Crusader Kings 3. If not, it's gonna be whoever's on deal first. At this point, if Mount and Blade Bannerlord's on deal, I'm going for that. If Crusader Kings 3 is on deal, I'm going for that. If they're both on deal, I'm going for Crusader Kings 3. So the only way I'm getting Mount and Blade Bannerlord 2 first is if it's literally on deal and Crusader Kings 3 isn't. And I find it highly unlikely that Crusader Kings 3 won't be on deal. Since I know it's one of those games that it's a Paradox game, and those go on deal pretty frequently, if I'm being honest. So I am expecting to see it, you know, on the summer sale if it happens. Both, one of them at least. I don't know if Mount Blade would, but I know Crusader Kings 3 should be. On Game Pass, I do have City Skylines and Stellaris. I don't really like Stellaris. I think it's because it's one of those games where I'd prefer to actually buy it versus City Skylines, where it's whatever if I don't buy it. You know, they're both Paradox titles. Because Stellaris seems very... like, there's a lot of systems and mechanics and things you have to worry about. And, of course, I don't have any of the DLC. So there's that as well. I won't be getting any of the DLC either. But, yeah. I've been thinking, if I do get Crusader Kings 3... and I do get it. There's some DLC on console, not all of it. I know they recently released, I think, Chapter 3, I think it was. But, if I get Crusader Kings 3, and I wait for like another 2 to 3 months and all that to get another game and all that, which will next one will be Blade Bannerlord. I don't know, because there's something that could happen. I don't think will happen, but it could. If Crusader Kings 3's DLC goes on deal and Mount and Blade Bannerlord's on sale, I'll probably get Mount and Blade, but if it does, I'll probably be a little bit conflicted about what to get. Anyway, guys, I'm getting in the video here. I'm 29 minutes. I can't see the top of the smokestack. God damn. I know if you guys can see the smokestack. Oh, there it is. All the way in the back. That looks way further than it actually is, by the way. Like here, let me zoom in 2 times. Yeah, if this is 4 or 8 times, it'd be way closer and you'd actually be able to see what it looks like, because it's way closer than the video shows. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. And I hope you all have a great one. I'm sad I'm not getting my full walk in, but it is what it is. Yeah, side note, one of the, what the fuck? What the fuck? All the fog just disappeared in seconds, dude. What the hell? Why does the smokestack look shorter? Did it cut some of it off? Oh, that's the second one. Dude. All of the fog just disappeared. Holy shit. Oh, that's so fucking weird. It's because wind blew in. Bro, that's so weird. I just saw like all the fog disappear around me. It looks so clear now. I don't like that. Anyway, guys, a cat peed on my hand, by the way. A random one. I know, disgusting. But that's gonna be it for this one. I'll see you on another. Don't worry, I wash my hands after every walk. Don't worry. I'll see you on another walking video on Monday. It is Monday. On Saturday. Well, that's when you see I'll be walking Friday. See ya.